time.
All right, and we're back. It's another bad podcast. It's the same host you always have, Paya Palamanu, until they take me out, until the feds take me out. But let's hope that doesn't happen. I'm going to climb over the wall of the Capitol.
You tripping? What's up with you?
Nah, we got to, look, man, I don't care if it dates the show, man. We got to talk about that. But nah, I'm going to let that one go. All right, man, as you guys know, we're back for another episode of another bad podcast. Thank you guys for taking this ride with me. As always, thanks to all the new subscribers. If you're a new listener, please subscribe on Spotify, Apple, H&M, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, whatever website has it up, please subscribe. And, follow me on Instagram, Another Bad Podcast, or at Paya Palamano. And for my current listeners, come on, strap in. You already know what's going on. So you guys know my name. And as always, I have a lovely guest. And if I say lovely, it's probably a female. So go introduce yourself.
I'm Nicole, period. Is that all you want me to say?
That was just really short. Like, what would you say if we were at the bar? Like, if I was
Hi, my name's Nicole.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, my God. Okay, a guy that you like at the bar. Come on. Let people know who you are. Like, I'm Nicole. I'm from
Okay, I'm Nicole. I'm from Philly.
I like long walks on the beach. Come on.
I'm not doing that part. I'm Nicole. I'm from Philly. Uptown, to be specific.
Wow, Uptown. You said it kind of proud.
Born and bred. Absolutely. Would you not? You're not from Philly.
I'm not from Philly.
I was about to say that.
I'm a transplant. I mean, I love
That's
it.
the difference.
I love it here, but I mean, it is what it is.
That's why I said it proud, because I'm from Philly and I'm proud. I love Philly. Yeah. You want me to tell me about me?
No, I mean, tell what you want to tell.
All right. Well, I do a podcast with my dad, about
that's
sports.
Precious.
Is that what you wanted to?
That's precious.
Is that what you wanted to hear?
I don't want to hear anything.
Right.
I'm if you listen to the show, I'm gonna ask the questions I want to.
Yeah, that's true. So I do a podcast with my dad. It's about sports. We do it weekly, or no? Yes, we do it weekly. And yeah.
How is that doing a podcast with your pop? Like, no, I mean in a good way. Like, it sounds like a relationship that a lot of people want to have with their dad.
Well, we just talk about sports. We do like a weekly rundown about sports. How it started was like this time last year, I would just post me and my dad on Instagram, like on my stories, just talking shit about sports. Am I allowed to cuss on here?
No, it's children Y7 and under.
I don't.
We keep it very PG.
I don't curse in front of my
I do it for
dads.
the parents riding their kids to school in the morning. That's what I do it for. Man, you can cuss, bitch, fucking
I
cunt,
just wanted
motherfucker.
to make sure, because I don't cuss in front of my dad. So like on that podcast, I don't cuss. So
you gotta bite your tongue.
Yeah.
And slap the hell out you still.
I'm nervous. I never know what's going to happen.
I don't cuss in front of my grandma. I'm like to this day when I cuss and I've slipped up a few times.
Yeah.
The look of death. I'm a grown ass man, and my grandma will still beat my ass. Like, don't use the words in my house. So I know the feeling. So I get it.
Yeah, so I just wanted to make sure. But yeah, so I started posting shit, like me and my dad talking shit on my stories. And then we got invited to an XFL game. And
that's dope.
Yeah, it was lit. And then after that, like people would just like watch me and my dad on my stories and comment. And my dad was like, we should do one of those because he's 70.
We should do one of those things on the radio.
Yeah. So
go on the iBook in the MySpace.
Exactly. So he kind of suggested it. So I looked up how to do a podcast, and we've been doing it ever since. And it's cute. Like, my dad's like my best friend, so it's lit.
Now, that's dope as hell, for real. I mean, I wish I had a relationship with my dad, but I don't know where he's been since I've been like 3, so.
I'm sorry.
It got dark, didn't it?
It didn't. It
did.
did real quick. It did
Shed a tear.
real fast.
It's okay.
I don't want to shed a tear.
Nah, that really is cool, though. I mean, hey, I might as well just plug it. What's it called?
Mad About Sports.
Mad About Sports, guys. Go listen to that. You can listen to her dad rant on, I'm assuming, Philly sports.
No, he's a Steelers fan.
He's a Steelers fan?
Yeah,
so y'all cover everything.
Yeah, we cover everything. We just go like whatever. It's like current events with sports. And we just do it for the week. Like, whatever big things happen that week, we kind of touch base on it.
I think I want to listen to this.
You should.
I think this might
cute.
be, I might include this in my, because on Mondays is usually when I play my sports stuff, especially the NFL season.
Yeah.
I'll play my sports stuff on Mondays, and then like maybe during the week with NBA coming up. But
yeah.
That's
we go over everything, though.
I definitely want to, I want to hear old man rants, because they're the best.
Yeah, he really be, I have to keep him on track. I'm like, all right. We going back to this real quick?
They need to pull their pants up. So, as I've known, my little background research on you, you're a huge Philly sports fan.
I am.
Like, you have every Philly jersey I've ever seen.
I do.
You probably have a Sam Bradford Eagles jersey. Like,
I don't.
You're one of those fans, I've realized.
am.
So, is it just football, basketball? Is it Flyers? Is it Phillies included? Is it everything?
Yeah, so it's everything. I don't watch hockey, though. That's one thing I don't really watch. I'm getting into it.
Hockey games are fun to go to.
That's what I keep hearing. That's what I'm trying to get into.
I had a bunch of fun at a hockey game this past year.
That's what everybody been saying. So I've been trying to get into hockey so I could go and kind of understand it.
We saw mad goals too. The score was like 3-3 or 4-3, and the Eagles and the Flyers won.
That's
so it was lit. I was going nuts in there with the white people.
See,
they probably wanted to beat me up.
It was like, what is he doing in here? Get this man out of here.
This nigger in here enjoying hockey. Right. He's looking at this nigger.
But yes, so I like all the sports. Baseball, I used to score baseball. Like my dad would take me to baseball. Me too. This is why. Like I'll watch it because like it's just ingrained in my brain. Mm. But like my dad used to take me to Phillies games and we'd have to score the game. Like I didn't get to enjoy the game like a regular person. Like you could actually score the game. So like he would have me score the game. So I really understand baseball. Basketball and football is like my heart though. Like those are my two favorite sports. Those are number one for me. That's what I bet on.
Well,
that's what I should say.
I bet a lot.
I know.
I lose and win a lot. When DraftKings, I got mad parlays going. But we're gonna jump into football.
Go ahead.
I'm a huge football fan. Eagles suck. That's off the top.
I know, it was trash. This season was trash. It was terrible to watch. Like it was so difficult to watch every week. Like
Carson Wentz.
Yes.
There's a jump. So do you want him? You want to keep him?
Honestly, from like a him standpoint, I think he needs to leave. And that's just because I feel like his mental is just fucked up. Like I feel like he need to go I feel like he need to go somewhere else and start fresh.
So you think Philly's it's not gonna work out for him ever?
No.
I feel like he's been fucked in Philly since Foles. I think
that's what I'm saying. Exactly.
I think since Foles won that Super Bowl, it created a black cloud over his whole tenure, no matter what, because Foles won the big game, outdueled Brady. It was just too much mythology. No, exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Like that messed his head up.
Like if it was maybe a defensive like 6-3 or 12-9, it might not have been. But for Foles to throw for 400 yards and him and Brady go back and forth, Philly special.
That's what I'm saying.
They got a statue of the Philly special. I was like,
that's true.
Isn't Foles in it?
Yes.
Foles is in the statue. I was like,
yeah. Like it's him.
How do you play?
That's what I'm saying. Like he needs to go somewhere else and just try again, start fresh start.
But you guys fucked up. Y'all gave him that big ass contract, trying to pacify.
No, they thought he would be. Because honestly, you got to think about it. He got us there.
Oh no, he did.
He won all the games to get us to the Super Bowl.
But y'all didn't have. The thing is, y'all didn't have to give him the contract. It was a year early. You guys could have waited.
It was stupid. It was a bad idea.
I think it was 2 years early. Matter of fact, because it was the same. It was the same thing that I
think it was last year.
The Rams guy got Jared Goff. They gave y'all extensions at the same time when it really probably shouldn't have been given.
No, and it was so much.
Not because they weren't good enough, just because you have an extra year. Why not, use it?
First off, we don't know if he was actually that good because he's injury prone. Like since I feel like college.
Just that year.
No, not even that. He's been injured ever since. Like not injured, but like he's been getting injured ever since college. So like there's that. And then on top of that, he hasn't played a full season yet. Period. Like even this year, he wasn't even injured, but he still didn't play a full season.
Nah, I mean, Carson Wentz is always getting hurt.
Yes.
I think he's always putting himself in harm's way. He plays a reckless style of football, which is admirable in a sense because he'll run for the extra yard and things like that. But he gets hurt doing a lot of stuff, holding the ball. And then this year it looked like all of that kind of circled around to us. It was like it did a full circle.
Yeah.
And then this year, it looked like he was shook. It looked like this year
he was out of it. His brain was out of it.
He wasn't going to hold the ball extra second. Matter of fact, he was going to get rid of it early.
Yeah.
He was going to take the sacks. Like it looked like he got shell shocked. And I mean, look, the Eagles got a lot of problems. Offensive line wasn't great. There's a lot. There were things that were out of his control. Yeah, there were
definitely factors, but I also feel like the team don't really back him.
Nah.
Because when they put Jalen in, it was like even the coach though, like even down to Doug.
I don't think him and Doug get along.
No, that's what I'm saying, but I don't know. And I don't feel like the offensive line really backs him either. I just feel like the whole team doesn't really fuck with him.
Why is it every time a backup comes in, the team plays better?
That's what I'm saying.
Why is Alshon Jeffries come out of the cemetery?
Exactly. All of a sudden now we can catch the ball.
Yeah, it comes out of the cemetery. Alshon Jeffries catch a touchdown.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
but this has happened all those years. I mean,
it's probably him. He's never really been around black people. You got to think about it. He's from North Dakota. He probably got a touch of racism sprinkled in there.
I think that next year, if I'm correct, the next year, he got injured again, and Foles filled in for the playoffs.
Yeah.
And he won the first game. It was the Seahawks or something. I can't remember.
Yes.
And then the next game was against the
because we thought we was going to go back.
Yeah, New Orleans. And they almost won that game.
Yeah.
If whatchamacallit doesn't drop that ball.
Yeah.
Because so Foles was balling again. Like,
exactly.
It just didn't make sense that, man, why do they always go on the upside when there's another guy?
Because I feel like it's him.
Yeah, I don't think they. I think he must not be a good locker room guy.
Nah, I could see that.
And for what I understand, he's had a close relationship with the owner for the most part. I think it's fine. I mean, at this point, it must not be that great.
Yeah.
But I think that was why it took so long to bench him. I think Peterson. I think Peterson wanted to bench him, but this is all speculation, people. There had to be words from the top from Lori to say
to keep it in.
You're not going to bench him.
Yeah, he should have never lasted that long.
But I mean, to be fair, it's that contract.
No, yeah, but I don't care.
Like, no, I'm just talking about, but they had, like...
I see that.
That's what puts them in the worst position.
But as a coach, I don't care.
Yeah,
I'm putting... Just to sit you out to reevaluate yourself. Yeah. You know, sometimes it's good to bench you just to get your mental back. Like, damn, I can lose my job. You know what I mean? Put a little fear.
But I'm not... See, this is that... You just touched on, that's why I don't fuck with Wentz. I don't like his attitude.
No, he has a really bad
attitude. He lost the job, and now he don't want to compete.
He want to leave.
He want to leave.
He's like, all right, I need to get out of here.
Now,
but I think he really does need to get out of here.
I do think he needs. Yeah, I'm with you.
I think it's just been a whole thing. Like, I think this year,
but
it showed.
I don't like that. I mean, he could want to get out. I still like. I feel like it's like, dude, what's wrong with competing for your spot? Like, the guy took it, you lost it. It wasn't as if like it was unfair circumstance, dude. You lost. Like, you've been playing like shit.
Yeah.
So why not try to, why not be like, I'm gonna get my spot back in the summer. I'll be the starter. But like, why that not be the statement?
Because he needs to leave. Like, and he knows he needs to leave. He knows his head is fucked up. He's been fucked up. He needs to go. That's why. That's literally why that's probably what he's thinking. He's like, all right, I need a fresh start. I need to start somewhere new where the coach likes me, where the coach will help me. He's from North Dakota. Let's really.
He's from there. I know he went to college there. I know he was from North Dakota.
I feel like he's from there as well.
I think you just like saying that.
I feel like I like saying that too. I don't know where he's from. I'm going to assume that.
Is Hurts the future though? If you want him to leave, do you look at Hurts as being
the starting quarterback?
And not just the starter for now. I mean, is he the future? Is he your franchise quarterback?
I feel like he can definitely grow. Mm-hmm. I like to see him play. He's fun.
He's
like
a
breath of fresh air. I love watching him.
But see, is he a breath of fresh air because y'all were so trash? Like, these are serious questions.
No, you're
right.
Look
around the NFL. There's teams that are still trying to find their franchise quarterback. You know what I mean? Look, the Browns are happy to have Baker Mayfield, and he's not that good. But it just shows you, like, having a serviceable quarterback makes a ton of difference.
It does.
And, there's teams that have been struggling for years.
Can I make a quick little note? It's unpopular opinion, but I like what the Dolphins do. I like that they play both of their quarterbacks.
They have a choice.
No, but like it works.
No, it does.
You know what I mean?
Fitzpatrick is the Emmanuel Rivera of backup quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Like for some reason, he's a starter, but you bring him off the bench, that dude is going.
He wasn't even bad starting this year. That's the crazy part. They benched him when he was good.
They were like 3-1 or 3-0.
Yeah. So like, I just like that they switch up quarterbacks because it's good. It's good for the quarterbacks. They get a break. It's like a relief pitcher.
Yeah.
I like it.
I don't know how long it could work in the NFL.
Right.
But I think for this year it's perfect because they had a rookie quarterback and they want to get him his reps.
And they did.
Because they do look at Tua as the future. They wasted a first round pick on him. So obviously, they have to develop.
And he was injured.
And they also made the playoffs.
Right,
so I mean, I think the Dolphins had a good season. I said, almost.
I thought you said.
I said almost.
Okay,
I think they had a good season by Dolphin standards. They're slowly coming along. They got a good coach.
Yeah.
I like where they're going. All right, so everybody's saying trade Wentz to Colts, right? Mm-hmm. Here's a quarterback that I'm looking at.
Go.
That's on the market.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if he's on the market, but I think by team NFL terms, he's on. I don't think the team is dying to pay him a big contract again. I think he's coming on his last year or last two. Mm-hmm. He was linked to the Cowboys last year.
Oh boy.
Before Dak got injured.
Okay.
Because they were thinking about doing a trade. You know what I'm talking about yet?
No.
Matt Stafford.
No.
I like Stafford. I like Matt Stafford.
Okay.
He competes.
He does.
The team is trash.
Right.
I think that's all that is. And he still puts up his numbers.
I like Jalen Hurts. Why don't you like Jalen Hurts?
I like Hurts. I think he's a stopgap. I don't know if he's going to develop the arm. See,
he's a star. All he did was win.
In
college.
I look at QBs. I'm like this. Are you a quarterback that has an arm that can? Do you have a game that will elevate? Are you Deshaun Watson? Now I don't think Stafford's Deshaun Watson, but what I'm saying is, Are you a guy that even though we suck, can you lift us past? Obviously, that's what you pay max money for, right?
Right.
And we saw that Wentz is not a max guy, at least with the Eagles. He had, he's a guy of his surrounding parts.
Yeah.
He's not a guy that's going to lift mid-tier to top. He's not Aaron Rodgers. He's not Watson. He's not.
Right.
Even though in the Watson, they sucked too. It's just that he still put up really good numbers, so it kind of shows that even with the trash team, you could still make something happen. 30 touchdowns and 7 interceptions is like, with a team like that, it's like you did what you could. Like,
right. No,
so.
Absolutely.
But I think. See, I put Stafford in the above average tier. I don't think he's. I'm not saying he's Mahomes or anything, but I don't think he's a Hurts or Baker Mayfield.
Okay.
I think Stafford get the ball down the field. He's got a cannon.
Mm-hmm.
I think, like I said.
So like for backup.
No, starter.
Oh, you want him? No,
because
I really think
remember,
we need to
people,
give Jalen
Cowboys fans are crying about Dak when they thought they could get Stafford last year. Mm-hmm. They were like, hell yeah.
No, yeah, but I think we need to give Jalen a starting position first.
I agree.
I feel like he
second round
really...
pick. You got. At this point, you're invested.
Yeah.
So you got to.
Yeah.
And which is why I thought it was smart to play him. So
that's why I was like, okay, do you think like for a backup or? But once you said starter, like please give Jalen.
I don't want to be the black
first.
guy hating on a black QB. I just don't.
That's why I love it. I love to see it.
I don't believe in his arm. Hopefully, he proves me wrong though. In a good, like I want him to prove me wrong. I don't because I think. As much as he was a breath of fresh air, I think it was because how bad Wentz was. I don't know if it was that he was that good.
That's what I'm saying. Give him a chance to be a starter.
No, you're right. He deserves his chance. And this is one thing I will say. I think as long as Wentz is there, it won't work. No. Because Philly, y'all are nuts. You guys have mental illness, and as soon as a quarterback starts playing a little bad, you guys are all screaming, put him in.
No, but that's why I mentioned the Dolphins because we should have took what they were doing and used.
You guys will hop back on Wentz. Philly fans, y'all, they hate Wentz right now, right? If Hurts starts off the year 0-2,
we're gonna say put Wentz in.
They're like, put Wentz in. Wentz is he's a first round pick. We did. It's like, yo, can this guy play through his struggles? You gotta let him play. So Wentz gotta go. Because I do believe this won't work. Hurts starting won't work as long as Wentz is there. They need a real backup. Or maybe what's the guy y'all put in?
No, not him though. Not him. Well, I don't know him.
Peterson said he wanted to see some tape on.
No, but I think that's why though. So say for example, they do get rid of Wentz, right? Mm-hmm. He's gone and Jalen is now the starting quarterback. True. He's this guy, this Sudfeld, I don't know his name.
Sudfeld, I love Sudfeld.
What is that's his name?
I think so.
Okay. So say he's now the backup and they need to take Jalen out because say he starts out 0-2, 0-3. Mm-hmm. They need to put this man in. They haven't seen him play since last year. So, like, you would have to see how he could do as a backup. Because if he can't do the job, guess what? They have to get another quarterback. I don't know. If Wentz is going and he can't be the backup, they need to get another quarterback.
I don't know why everybody was so up in arms about the game when he put him in the last second. I mean,
so I get
the season was over.
Exactly. I get it.
And why are Philly fans mad at not getting the draft pick? I thought that was like, why? That would be my number one concern.
Because Howie don't know how to draft. So it doesn't really matter where we're at. He don't pick. Like, he don't
y'all player personnel is just
yeah, he don't know what he's doing. He just show up. I feel like he never watched tape on any of these guys.
Or whoever his team is telling him because
nobody's making the right decision. Yeah, it doesn't make any
every year.
sense. We got Rager first round, and where is this man? He is not it. Like, he's just not it. I don't know. So that's why it doesn't matter if we draft. What are we now, 6 or 9? It didn't matter. They still not going to use him.
They'll pick somebody.
It doesn't even matter.
All right, y'all. All right, moving on from the Eagles.
Okay.
And their struggles because they suck. Let's move on to you. Okay. Your personal life.
My personal life.
You're single.
I am single.
Why?
It's probably me. Honestly.
Don't read the outline and be like, it's probably, well, they don't know what we're talking about. So guys, this is pie. I'm putting on my Dr. Phil hat. And as single young adults, right, we go through this thing where, we'll date. Yeah. And sometimes things don't work. Sometimes things work. Sometimes they don't. But overall, if you're single, this isn't an attack on single people because I'm single too. But if you're single and you're not in a relationship, right, that means something had went wrong. Even if the relationship went well, you guys had decided at some point to split.
Yes.
So we're getting to this point of, is it me? Am I? Because we always like to be like, man, that bitch, man, she used to get on my fucking nerves. Right. Or this nigga girl, he ain't shit. This is why I can't fuck with. And we always like to, we find the reasons to blame everybody. But
I really think it might be me though.
I'm the future me. At this point, I'm
you
looking.
said I'm the future me.
It's like, wait, because I'm all my life I'm saying they're the toxic ones. I'm not toxic. They're toxic. I'm future.
So you're really future. Okay, gotcha.
But now I gotta look at myself. I'm saying, wait, is it me? Is it moi?
Yes. If you believe you future, it is you.
We're talking about you.
All right, I know it's me. Okay.
Wait, so you're the toxic one?
So I've been called toxic a lot, and I don't know why, because I'm not.
I don't know. Yo, wait, how do you go from it is me? I've been called toxic once. I don't know why.
No. Listen,
I don't know how I'm toxic.
No, listen. I know I'm not toxic. I know why it's me. I get bored of people really quick. Like, if you don't catch my attention within, like, it's like a movie. I don't really like movies. If the movie doesn't catch my attention in 15 minutes, I'm going to fall asleep. I promise you. And so, like, if you aren't consistent, if you're not, like, I'm goofy, I'm loud, I like to have a good time. I'm like a fun girl. So, like, if you're not doing anything and you're just like good morning and I don't hear from you all day and then the next morning you're like good morning, I'm going to get over you. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is that?
Well, look, the text. look, our text game. Let's now. Even as a dude, that's you can't be texting people just the good or the what you doing at 2 or 3 o'clock.
Exactly.
I know you at work.
Right,
we
like
both
how's
got
work? There are other things you could use, like how is work? What did you do today? You have any plans later? You want to chill? You know what I mean? Like, I'm also an in-person type of person. Like, you could FaceTime me. You could, like, there are things that you can do.
The what you doing, Texas, it's just not, it's not vibing.
And I'm a weird type of girl. Not weird, but, like, I like sports. So, like, a lot of times I'm watching ESPN. So you could literally be like, yo, you saw that shit? What you think about it? I bet on sports. You could be like, what is your parlay this week? Like, there are just so many different things you could ask me other than, good morning, what are you doing? Like, it's just so many topics.
Now, I will go both ways because you're right. Play devil's advocate too. I know I don't like texting all day long. Yeah. Like, usually I have a period where I'll text you, get the kind of and then I kind of, and it's nothing to do with the person. It's more of me. I guess it does have something to do with the person a tad. It's more of me. One, I don't want to get stale with the person.
Right.
Conversation go too long. It goes too long in person or on a text. It's like, damn, we're gonna talk too much now. Now I'm forcing. Hey, what'd you eat? You know, I'd rather ask what you eat out of a, hey, what did you eat today? Because I'm about to cook some.
Exactly.
So I know as a guy, I don't like, and I know some girls, some women who are like, just why you go missing? Why you text me and you don't text me for hours? Like, what was your response?
My thing is, don't text me just once a day.
Okay,
because like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're saying good, like if I go through our text thread and it's only good morning, and that's it, and then the next day is good morning, like that's my thing. But the thing is, I also don't hit people up. So like, if you go missing, I don't give a fuck.
So that's
that's none of my business.
If you like somebody and you don't hit them up.
That I'm working on that part because I don't hit nobody up. Like, I don't hit my friends up. Like, I don't hit anybody up. Like, everybody hits me up first.
You like staying in your 4-corner room surrounded by candles. That's your mood. You just, I mean, you sitting there.
I move around a lot. Like, I work. So when I work, it's like, all right, that's about 8 hours out the day. And then I start moving around my house, and I'll usually like leave my phone on the couch, and then I'll like clean a room.
That pandemic, motherfucker.
I know.
That pandemic, I think, is fucked up. We switching rooms in the house. We try to find.
And now, thankfully, I could go outside now. So, like, when I be moving, like, I be moving. Like, I'll go to different people. Like, after this, I'm going to my best friend's house. And then I'll probably stop at my parents' house. So, it's like, I don't sit still. That is not... Even pre-pandemic, like, my job was to travel. So it's like, I didn't even, so I felt like that was a solid reason for me to be single. Cause it's like, I traveled all the time and a lot of dudes couldn't handle that. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, like do a travel vlog? What, you vacation?
No, it's just my job. I do marketing and events for an online university. So
you just always,
I would go to, cause like I'm on the corporate side. So I go to different people's jobs and kind of market the event.
Niggas can't handle you traveling?
No. Cause it's like, I really wasn't home often.
Oh, so you were just away a lot.
Yeah, like, so I think that was hard. One, it was hard to date because I broke up with my ex like 2018, so right before this. So like once I got this job, I was traveling, so I couldn't really meet people because I was just in like a 6-year relationship, and then boom, I was engaged.
Oh my God, 6 years. You guys just stuck it out. That's a long time in my life.
No, we were engaged.
6 years. We go get married. We don't have to like each other.
No, that's the thing. I was engaged. Like, we were supposed to get married.
He proposed one knee and everything?
Yeah.
Damn, he broke his heart.
Yeah, I did. It just felt like, it felt like he didn't want to progress with me, if that makes any sense. Like,
You
he
piece
wasn't.
of shit.
Wait, you calling me a piece of shit?
That nigga tried to marry you.
No, I know, but like he really didn't want to do anything. Like we were having issues in the relationship, so I'm like, all right, let's go to couples therapy. And he was like, no, you need therapy. And I was like, all right, fine.
You're the toxic one.
So then I was
not
like,
me.
no. So I was like, bet. I went to therapy. I got the
Wow.
help, and guess what I did? I
Hey,
left
you
him.
had an epiphany. Yeah, you had an epiphany. You know what? I talked about
You know
therapist,
what
like you
therapy-
said.
exactly.
My therapist said, leave your dusty ass.
No, that's actually
Nah,
what
niggas,
happened.
I will say this about relationships, and you touched a little bit on it. Like,
yeah.
you all right, you and your partner, you guys got to mesh or
Yeah.
whatever. Because some people like to be boring, and I don't mean that in a bad way.
No,
some
yeah.
people are comfortable in boring spaces. Some people, like you're saying, you kind of like to move around. Some people like, so if you're already moving around and then you like to move around on top of that, some people need a little bit more, I guess, spice, fluff, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
You have, if that's gonna be your
Keep it
partner,
interesting.
you gotta meet them where on a level. And if you can't, then that's fine. That's what dating's for, to figure out if you're for someone or not. I do, but obviously, if you guys decide to keep going further as you did, but this shit ain't clicking, you got.
So I was like, let's get some help.
But with you said in the beginning you get bored anyway. Period.
We made it for 6 years. Though. That's the thing.
I'm
like
talking
you
about
made
period,
it past
though.
my boring part.
I'm talking about period.
Oh,
You said the reason why you're single, right? Because you said I get bored quick.
Yeah.
So my thing is, well, damn. So how is a nigga supposed to keep up the same energy? Because I know girls keep that same energy.
Yeah.
I don't want you. Look. Let me tell you, you bitches is not happening. No nigga is gonna keep the same fucking energy 100%. We are gonna get comfortable now. For the women, there is a line between getting comfortable and getting comfortable. Like,
right.
We're gonna get comfortable. Like, why should I want to kick my fucking feet up? All right,
Right,
I listen to you
exactly.
talk
You
all
wanna
day.
just chill.
Listen to you nag me when I'm watching the
Leave me
game.
alone.
Yeah, so, but I do agree on a sense of we can't get comfortable. Like, we can't just not take you out no more.
That was the problem.
But which I'm talking. Well, see, but we're gonna circle. But I want to make sure. I'll make sure we circle and we get to this part.
Okay.
So my thing is, are you saying when a dude just gets comfortable, you get bored? When he's just like, okay, like we done
I don't
dated.
even make it to the comfortable.
So wait, when does it get boring then?
Because like it's consistency, and I am a good time, right? Like according
to you,
to people, I am the
If we had some of your niggas on, they might be like, okay, she's not a bad. Obviously, I dated her. She ain't a bad time, but.
No,
look, nigga, she talking like she the carnival, Circus Soleil.
I am the entertainment. I am the entertainment. If you cook for me, I will entertain the shit out of you.
I love the if. What if a nigga doesn't cook?
Then we're gonna figure it out together because we gotta eat.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
I can deal with that. I just wanted to make sure you didn't say something toxic.
Like what?
Like if he doesn't cook, then I'm out. Like damn, nigga.
You know Uber Eats exists, right? We could order some food.
This is true.
Or we could figure this shit out together.
So you are trying to work on your getting bored thing. Because do you think it's always fair? Yeah, of course, sometimes
I feel like
I
cut people off really quick. Like I have like a no tolerance rule.
If
I see the red flags, it's like block. That's what they made the block button for.
No. I love blocking people. Blocking people is fun to me.
Fun.
Like I love a nice.
You're
I feel like they're
toxic.
just screaming.
You're so
I feel like they're in a basement. They're like, "Hey, help!" I just love block because you get on my nerves.
Toxic.
But here's what I'll say. You're saying zero tolerance now.
Yes.
This could be a whole a whole nother long conversation. I'm not gonna go super long into it, but I'll say I understand no tolerance for cheating and things like that. Obviously, especially if you're in the beginning, like you're trying to build something with somebody. Mm-hmm. That's the time to cut off before you get attached, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
But what's your tolerance? Are you talking about the serious things? Are you talking about like?
Can I give you an example?
Yeah, give me an example.
All right. So the last dude I was talking to in September, right? Mm-hmm. So we were talking. Everything was cool. We talked about until like the end of November. Mm-hmm. The reason why we stopped talking is because he would just go ghost for like a day. Like he'd be hitting me up all day. We'd be talking, and he the type who want to be around me all the time. Like he like, oh, can I come over? Can we do this? Can we do that? And I was with that.
And you like that?
Yeah. So I was like, I was with it. It was cool. And then. Like he was younger than me, but he did weird shit. Like he'd be like, all right, I called out of work. I'm about to go to New York. I'm like, okay. And then he would go to New York. Like we would talk when he got to New York. He'd FaceTime me. And then like he would just stop texting me. And then he wouldn't text me till like the next day at like 7:00 at night. And I'd be hitting him like, and I don't even hit people at first, but I'd be like, yo, you good? Everything all right? And then he would be like, Nothing. Just leave me on red. And I was like, I could see that you read the message, right? Like, if you go and leave me on red, like, just don't open it. Like, because I could see it. I have eyes. So, like, he did that once. I had a conversation with him. I'm like, yo, just respond to me. Or, like, don't leave me on red. That's it. And then he was like, all right, Ben, I'm not going to do it again. He did it again. And I was like, all right.
Why do you just turn notifications off?
That's what I'm saying.
Because me, I got them off because I read your shit.
That's what I'm saying.
I respond when I'm ready.
Exactly. I have my red notifications on.
I'm petty. I don't like being left on red either.
That's
so
what I'm
that
saying.
that IG DM will have you feel this type of way if you ever DM a girl, she don't respond, but you see she
seen?
read it.
Yes.
You like, you filthy bitch. Just like you say, yeah, I should report your page as spam.
Right. So like he did it again, and then like he called me. He was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I was fucked up." I'm like, "All right." I literally told him, I said, "If you do this to me one more time, I'm going to block you," because I'm so upfront. I did. But like the thing is, it was a night he planned a date for us to go out to King of Prussia, right? Wait, listen to me. Listen. He hit me up.
Did the things that you like.
Wait, yes. However,
spontaneous.
But listen to me. He left me on red the night before, and he didn't hit me up till 2 hours before the date. Like, we're still on, and I was like, actually, we're not. And he was like, what you mean? I made reservations. You just gonna say fuck the reservations? So what I said, well, last night you read my text message, so fuck you and the reservations. And then he was supposed to make drinks and shit for my friends on Saturday. And I was like, you're not going to do that either. Fuck that. And guess what I did? I fucking blocked him.
You look. Once you said the nigga was going to make drinks for your friends,
I communicated to him. That
you did the right thing.
I did.
But I will voice here, I don't think. Now, I wasn't in a relationship, so I don't know what...
It wasn't a relationship, we were just talking.
Yeah, but, all right.
It was like, it could have been a relationship, but this is the weird shit.
Sidebar, folks. Y'all know I loved it. Look, we're adults, right?
It was 2 months. It was not no relationship.
I'm not saying that. I didn't say that. We're adults, though, right? Mm-hmm. I know we all know the girlfriend-boyfriend thing is kind of like out of touch. We very rarely have that thing, like, are you going to be my girlfriend? Nobody really does it anymore, right? 2 months, and I'm not saying that's what it is, but I'm saying
you're working towards
our situationships, we got a value. Some of them do have value. And what I'm bringing is, I don't know what the going ghost was like in a relationship, so I don't know what type of flags to send out. I don't know what time, because obviously all context does matter.
Absolutely.
If it's like always at 11 p.m., it's like what the fuck. So I'm saying like context matters, but from what you're telling me, he had some things you didn't like, but he didn't seem like he was, didn't like you. He seemed like he was willing to put in effort.
He told me he loved me like 3 times, and I was like,
okay, you got to get rid of him. Yeah, no, you did the right thing.
Exactly.
You did the right thing. 2 months in, if he loved you, what the hell was you doing?
I saw him cry before.
You saw him cry. Wait, man, we can cry, but...
No, people are very vulnerable. I see everybody cry. Honestly, I'm not going to lie to you. I see everybody feels vulnerable around me, and they cry.
I try to be fair, because masculinity, guys feel comfortable crying.
Yes.
I'm not crying in front of my girl unless like
I've seen
at least some hard shit happen. Now, I'm not just saying I would never, but
it wasn't like a boo-hoo cry. It was like a tear up.
Like if you know what I'm saying? It gotta be something like where my family member got her big mama, they cut her leg off and soul food. Then I might but other than that, I'm gonna just be like, babe, and I'll go in the car. I'll go cry on my own.
No, it was like a tear up type of thing.
If a nigga tell you he love you,
I know.
You must have been putting some shit on.
Yo, shut up.
This nigga said, baby, I fucking love you.
No, it was at like a weird time. Like we in bed, he was like, I love you. I was like, no, you don't. And I went to sleep. Cause like, no, you don't. You're still a stranger.
That relationship was doomed from the start.
I know, right?
I love that.
You said I love that.
Well, beyond all the, if you ever see this podcast, I'm sorry, we're not trying to purposely come.
Yeah, it's not you, it's me. Like
there you go.
Blame it on me.
So, what things are you working on? You say you're working on. You're not getting bored as fast. What are the things you feel like you need to work on?
I don't know, because I'm super open. Maybe that's a thing.
I think that's a good thing.
No, like I'm an asshole. I think that's a problem. I'm like mean.
I'm
open.
A dick also.
Yeah.
But I don't think you shouldn't be mean. I've worked on my meanness, my tact.
The delivery.
I've worked on my tact of I don't need to tell you like. I mean, I guess the only example I'm just using everybody I can relate to, hey, do I look fat? I don't need to tell you, yeah, you look fat as hell. Go put the other one on. I don't need to say it like that. I could be like, I like how you look in that, but I think I like the black one better.
One
so I'm trying to get my tact together.
Delivery, yes.
But honesty is the best. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Like I'm a blunt, honest person.
But I think that's
like,
good.
If it's in my brain, it's coming out my mouth. Because I feel like I could say sorry later. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'd rather just get it out, and if it hurts your feelings, I could be like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I meant it like this. Boom.
I guess that's well, on this edition of Are You the Toxic One or Am I the Toxic One, we found out she's very toxic.
How did you come to that conclusion?
We found out that I'm toxic also, but
you're pretty toxic.
I'm actually improving on my ways.
When I said black, your face like lit up. You was like, oh my goodness, I love blocking people.
I love a good block.
That's how you're toxic.
I love a good block. No, but I do love a good block.
I know. I saw the excitement,
sometimes I go on my block list,
in your face.
And I'll look who I'll be like, look at my block. Let's see who gets on probation.
Oh my God, I just took somebody off my block list.
And I take them off. I'm like, hey, how was your Christmas? And I could tell they be fucking tight.
I did that. I just did that.
All right, bro, we're going to close it off with your favorites.
Okay.
So current, Eagles, they're gone. They're done. They're going home. They suck. I'm happy. Hate the Birds.
I am too.
Go Packers.
Ew. Why would you say that out loud?
Hey, I'm a Green Bay
Packers. It's a time and a place. It's not
the
time.
And the time is now. We are playing.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You want a high five?
No, it's fine.
All right.
Don't worry about it. When we win our playoff game, I'll just give you a smooth tell that, hey, look at us. We're still playing. Sixers. You guys got a new coach?
Yes,
Doc Rivers.
I love Doc. I am so glad he's here.
New additions. You probably know.
Yes.
You got Seth and who else? You got somebody
Danny.
else? Yeah, Seth and Danny.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel?
I'm excited. I think we look good. And we got Dwight Howard. I'm so excited. Everybody
Dwight Howard, was he in there doing fart jokes?
Shut up.
Dwight Howard, he has braids now. Like
a lot. Seth had braids.
I watched the game.
Steph Curry had braids.
I think I watched the game the other day. I think it was yesterday. Dwight had, I don't know, it was Thursday night. It was the TNT game. He had like 6 points, 9 boards, and 6 fouls in 10 minutes.
He plays his part, okay?
I said 6 fouls. I just was like, it's amazing how far he's fell off. But
right, yeah.
he's
older,
he's a good reserve center. Like all in all, for his position.
The role he plays is amazing. My unpopular opinion is that we should keep Ben Simmons. Everybody thinks we need to trade him for James Harden. I don't think we need to do all that. James Harden is a lot right now, and I'm good without it. I think we're working really well.
I like the addition of Doc Rivers.
Yes.
I think you guys definitely needed a fresh face, fresh voice.
Yes.
He's established.
Exactly. Championship.
Now, my unpopular opinion, because I know Philly fans, you guys are reckless again. Mental illness is going to run strong in your community.
Oh my goodness.
But Brent Brown, I respect the hell out of Brent Brown.
Yes.
He went through the process days. He had to lose a bunch of games. And he should have
been fired with the process, though.
You guys were good with him.
Absolutely. We just went to...
Everybody shits on Brown. You guys were 1 shot and 2 seconds away from an Eastern Conference Finals appearance. Yeah. And probably going to the finals. I did believe whoever won that series
I was about to say, if we beat Toronto, we probably could have made it to the finals.
I believed whoever won that series was going to win. It was, to me, it was obvious.
Exactly.
So, Brent Brown, now, he deserved to lose his job. Mm-hmm. I think that next year his adjustments were... He just wasn't up to the task.
After that season, they should have fired him. They should have been like, thank you, appreciate you, bye.
But one thing, so we give Brett Brown, this isn't his fault. Simmons just don't shoot.
But he's not that... All right, this is the thing about Philadelphia.
That's not nobody's fault.
I was about to say that, but he'd never been a shooter. Like, he just been for defense.
Neither was Giannis.
Exactly. It's just like, remember, I don't know, you're not a Sixers fan, are you?
I'm a basketball fan, so I can hold these conversations.
Okay, cool.
I'm qualified.
I just want to make sure.
It's cool.
So Andre Iguodala, when he got drafted and then AI retired, they wanted him to be that star, and he just wasn't. That's not what he was.
But
what?
Iggy had some good years being in front. Now, is Iggy a leading man as far as MVP? No.
But that's what Philly wanted.
But Iggy was good. You guys took Boston to 7.
No, absolutely. But
him and Drew,
when he left and he was able to play who he was the 6th man of the year. That he won a championship with Golden State. But Philly wanted him to be something he wasn't.
But you don't think...
So I feel like that about Ben Simmons.
Those skills that he developed playing the A guy, meaning handling the ball, because he basically learned how to handle... He's playing a lot. He's playing a lot of point forward. He became a really good passer. He's a solid scorer. You don't think a lot of those things he developed as a number 1 played a huge part in him being a great number 3 or 4 option, because in Golden State he used to play a lot of different positions because he used to help them out. Defensively, he's always been a great defensive player.
Yeah, but it's also probably because he's playing what he's used to playing.
He learned how to shoot because he couldn't shoot either. He learned how to shoot.
So you think Ben Simmons going to do all that shit and then go somewhere else and win a championship?
Giannis couldn't learn how to shoot. Giannis didn't know how to shoot.
That's true.
He can shoot.
Yeah.
How many guys have been through the Spurs system that couldn't shoot?
That's true.
And look, let's just call it what it is. Let's stop putting kid gloves on. Shooting is a basic part of basketball.
I mean, that's like the main part. That's all you got to do.
When you go to the YMCA, they teach you how to shoot. Now, everybody's not a great shooter, but
you should be able to shoot.
He's an NBA, right?
Yeah, you got it that far.
A foul line jumper shouldn't be out of the question.
It should not be a problem. I completely agree with you. However, that's not what he plays. That's not what he's good at.
But he doesn't need to be good. That's
why they brought in shooters.
But no. This is where the Sixers diehard fan that loves Ben Simmons meets the no. This is the argument. This is why it's a good convo. Meets the basketball analyst that likes the basketball player but can critique. Simmons is great. He's great at everything. He's great at everything he does besides shooting. Like, I'll call it what it is.
That's what I'm saying.
He's a great defensive player, great passer, great rebounder. I think he's a good team guy. I mean, I know the Sixers team from living in Philly and probably as well as you. If you live in Philly, you do any type of nightlife around here, you've seen these guys out 100 times.
Yeah.
That being said, it's kind of obvious that Simmons isn't really close with any of the teammates like that. He's not a I'm going out with all my guys.
Yeah.
Simmons is usually out with some college chicks,
I was about to say
some
bitches.
IG chicks, or some other famous people.
Yeah.
Like he's not with
his team.
When I see MB from time to time, at least before he got his girlfriend, before his baby, I would see him with a bunch of teammates. Yeah, it'd always be with even Isaiah Cannon. I've seen him with Isaiah Cannon before, and that was I don't think they even got a chance to play together. I think Isaiah, because he was injured, that's when MB was still sitting out.
Right,
and so I've seen him so many times with teammates. Every time I see Simmons, I see him with
bitches,
and sometimes bitches I didn't cross paths with. I'm like, Jesus Christ! Look, that's not a plug for me. What that made me think was no. Let me tell you what that made me think. When I see that, I say, Jesus, if I'm seeing people that I've crossed paths with Ben Simmons, what the hell is he doing out here? Like Ben Simmons, he doing wilt numbers. But no, keeping it basketball, folks.
Okay.
He has to be able to shoot, not because it's not what he does or don't do, just to make it the threat of he can hit a shot so the defense can wind up. Because the biggest problem he had is spacing. Doc has done a good job, and Elton Brand, I'll give him some credit because he takes a lot of shit too, and he deservingly, I think last year he deserved it. But this year, making trades, he brings some shooters in.
It looks good.
They brought some shooters, and he's letting Doc do the job, which he should. It's created space. It's kind of let Simmons roam. But to me, this is where I have my issues with this. This is why I always give a side eye. That's not the best version of Simmons.
Facts.
And
I mean, he could get better, and he's still young.
For the Sixers, their version of Simmons, their best version of Simmons needs to be a threat to at least shoot a mid-range jumper.
Exactly.
He needs to be able to at least post up on his back, 15 feet out, either turn and shoot or whatever. Not none of that floater shit.
Yeah.
And I feel like watching you guys this season, you guys look really, really good.
We do.
MB looks like an MVP candidate.
Yes.
But I watched, and I told my friend, I said, the ceiling for this team is the Eastern Conference Finals. I said, I can't see them getting anything further because Simmons still can't shoot. I said, in the NBA, come play a 7-game series when everybody knows each other. Yeah. They just go pack it in, double Embiid, and just pack Simmons in the paint and make him have to shoot some jumpers, and that's not going to work.
No, I agree with you. I get what you're saying, 1,000%. But I also feel like, as you said, you want him to shoot just like everybody else, but just give him time. You know what I mean? I feel like
give him time. He's been in the league in 5 years.
As you said, he's amazing at everything else. So focus on the strong points.
How much time do you?
All right. Watch, he's going to learn how to shoot right, and then he's going to go somewhere else and kill it because of the fans.
Well, that's the Sixers' way. You guys' way is to have great players, and then they go somewhere else and flourish.
And kill it. Except for AI. AI did the best here.
You don't want to trade Simmons for Harden.
No.
Why?
Because I feel like the way our team is meshing is really good, and I feel like Harden could be like...
He could be toxic.
Yeah. I didn't want to say... exactly.
He loves the
Not
club.
even the club thing. It's just just him as a player. He's...
Yeah, dribble.
Yeah, exactly. The way our team passes around a ball, it's just... I love how they mesh.
What's your best version of Simmons?
I would like him to shoot. I'm just, he also... But he does, as you said, everything else great. So, that's why there's shooters. There's some people who are good at that. So, let them focus on that.
We'll see. I agree. I do. I think he needs to take shots like Giannis does.
Yeah.
But my best version of Simmons to me is on a team without Embiid. I think their best versions of each other are not around each other because Embiid's a big guy. He needs the post.
Yeah.
You're a Sixers fan. I watch enough basketball, and you're a Sixers fan. we really don't like when Embiid likes to float to the 3-point line all the time. We don't like. We're like, Embiid, if you don't stay at the foul line and above because you're just so good.
Right.
So we don't want that. But at times he has to do it because Simmons can't
Guess who's
do
there?
anything.
Yeah.
And like I said, Doc's done a good job of adding new plays and new rotations.
We've got to give Doc a chance with this team.
Yeah,
first.
and I agree. And that's so I just want to hear your thoughts because I agree. I wouldn't trade him for Harden just yet. I would at least let this year play out.
I'm glad you agree with me.
Yeah, let this year play out. Now, I do ultimately think you guys aren't going nowhere. I hate to say it like that.
No,
I ultimately think that you guys have to trade one of them. Simmons is the better prospect because he's younger and he blah, 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 blah. And he doesn't have the knee problems that Embiid has.
Right.
Overall, I'd keep Embiid because I feel like he's the rarity in the NBA, a big man that can do everything.
I agree.
I have a trade, but I'm not going to say it. I'll just let you think on it. Who would you trade Simmons for?
I don't want to trade Simmons.
If you had to.
Anybody? I could choose anybody in the league.
Because actually you can because Simmons is that good of a prospect.
Dame,
look. Wow.
Mm-hmm. I really like Dame because he's a great point guard.
That's spicy.
That's what Simmons is. Well, Simmons goes to the point, right?
Yeah,
like that's what he's supposed to be.
That's a spicy take.
I like that.
I like that.
Oh, I'm glad. I do too.
Dang, and I think that could work out because that would give at least the Blazers a core, somebody to build up because he has years to go. Mm-hmm. And Dame, obviously, he's in his prime. He wants to win a ring.
Exactly.
And getting out the West would be good enough just to get out the West and go through the East. And him and Embiid could.
Yeah.
I like Dame. Dame is a cold motherfucker.
I love Dame.
He's a cold
He's like my favorite point guard.
My favorite point PG is in the league is still Steph.
I like Steph too because he was out all last year. Yeah. So like Dame became
No. I understand. Yeah. I think Steph takes a lot of shit that he shouldn't take.
Oh yeah, he's amazing.
People act like he's not good. I don't get it. But he's my favorite player. But not Dame cold as shit. Dame, Kyrie, they cold.
I have Kyrie on my fantasy team.
Oh, you have a you were.
I play fantasy basketball and fantasy football.
Well, you're probably mad at Kyrie for taking them personal league.
Yeah, I was because I was like, what the fuck? I lost. It was cool.
Anything you got to plug?
No, I already plugged it at the beginning.
Plug your IG, plug your curl products. You got some natural curl. You got some T-shirts for sale, some socks.
I don't have T-shirts.
All right, well, at this point, I'm just throwing shit. I didn't really have it all.
I guess you could follow me on IG. My IG is...
She guesses.
My IG is NiKCurly. It's NiKCurly. Because I do a lot of stuff in the curly community. And I also talk a lot of shit. That's my personal one. Mad About Sports does have one. It's Mad About Sports Pod. So yeah.
Mad About Sports. Everybody go check it out. And I'm really gonna check it out because it actually sounds funny. I love old man rants.
I'll definitely let me know how you feel about it.
I'll definitely hit you when I listen. You guys are gonna record one after Wild Card Weekend?
Yeah, we do it every week.
All right, when you do it?
It drops every Tuesday.
All right, so it's perfect. I'm gonna listen to it and see what you guys thought about that. As you know, hey guys, thanks for listening. Hey man, subscribe at the bottom. Please rate and review my podcast. I got to get my ratings and reviews up. Hey, you rate and review too.
I did it.
You did?
Yeah, before I got it.
See, I like when people. I love that. I love to see the love. I love when the love is the love because I'll make
Stay
sure.
ready.
I will make sure to do it for the podcast when I listen to it. The Mad Sports.
Mad About Sports.
Mad About Sports. She checked me. She needed to. It's Mad About, not Mad Sports. Get your shit straight. All right, man. That's it.
All right.
All right. Get the hell out of my house. Let's go.
All right.
We out.